Hey folks, if you're watching this, it's because you want to know more about the Stranger Things experience, and I'm going to share our experience with you. So, on the Thursday night prior to the Easter long weekend, so the next day would have been Good Friday, we drove over 600 kilometers round trip. We drove over 8 hours round trip from an area north of Kingston to downtown Toronto through all the traffic, all the mess, into that nasty industrial area where the Stranger Things experience Toronto is operating out of. And we got there 15 minutes before our time. We drove like idiots to get there, like not fast, but we ate on the run. We timed it perfectly, everything to get there, to coordinate 6 people in a little Mazda 5, all crammed in there to get there, to be there. And we ended up standing up for an hour and a half plus on the concrete, waiting for some sort of an answer as to why it wasn't happening. We ended up sitting on the floor because our legs were all cramping up. A lot of us were sitting on the floor waiting. And to find out that they were having technical issues and they were going to reschedule us. Now, I'm not one of those people that barks and screams when things happen that are out of a person's control. It happens. It just happens. We've all been there. We've had flat tires. We've had issues. Alarm didn't go off. Those sorts of things. It's life, right? So we were really good. The staff were upset as well that dealt with this. They were kind of concerned. They weren't being told anything to tell us. They were kind of drifting around. Nobody knew what was going on. And so they took our names and details and promised that they would reach out to us and reschedule us. So it's backed by Netflix. It's a big name. We figured there might be some sort of customer service involved with this, so we didn't raise a fuss. We were like very disappointed. Obviously, that's a natural thing. We're especially disappointed because one of the people in our group, it was her 16th birthday, and she has fetal alcohol syndrome. We do respite care for her, and we gave this ticket to her and this trip as part of her 16th birthday. She's a big Stranger Things fan, and unfortunately, all we got was disappointment. So we were, propping everybody up. It's okay. We'll get a call, something. They'll do something for us. We'll figure it out. Well, what's today's date? We're near the end of April, and actually quite near the end of April, and we have not received a call, an email, nothing. However, every time we go on Facebook, we see tons and tons and tons of ads, all kinds of ads for this experience. So they're busy filling up all of those time slots, selling it, collecting everybody else's money while we sit in the balance waiting. This thing doesn't go on forever. It goes on until the end of June, and we haven't heard from anybody. They're going to be so booked solid that what are we going to get? So it seems to be that they don't care. All they're going to do is keep our money, and if we raise a fuss somehow, I don't know how we would, it's not like you can call them, then maybe they'll try and figure something out, I guess. Like, when something like that happens and you've got a name like Netflix behind what you're doing, that maybe you might want to assign somebody this chore and say, wow, like, look after these people, especially the ones that came from quite a distance. And people would say, well, it's your fault. It has nothing to do with them that you drove that far. Yes, it has everything to do with them. They advertised into our area and beyond. So they're encouraging people to come from these long distances to visit them. So when they do, well, that's exactly what they were trying to achieve. I mean, it's very, very frustrating for us right now because we're just sitting here watching these ads. So we've been posting on the ads, comments saying, like, we haven't been looked after. I wouldn't go if I were you because you could be in the same position. And so they decided to block us. Keep your money. You say something, we just block you. No reaching out, no calls, no emails, nothing. The only thing we did get was a survey email that came after we got back, which is what their system would automatically do. You've been there, your time slot is passed. The next day, how did you enjoy your experience? Well, we can't give them a rating or anything because obviously we haven't been. We didn't get in. So this is a frustrating part, folks, more than anything else, is that we were really nice to the staff. We didn't get excited. We didn't get stressed. Well, we were stressed, but we didn't. It was one of those things. We gave them the benefit of the doubt, and in the end, we're getting the shaft. And this is why I want to share with you, if you're the kind of person that believes in real customer service like we used to have in the old days, instead of just taking your money and running, then maybe this is not the thing for you. because it could happen to you. There's nothing to say that you won't go there and plan your whole world around it. Get there, pay the money, and same thing. So what I'm asking you to do is to rethink going. Just don't participate. Between you and me, we did have like 20 minutes to spend in the 80s part at the back that they did let us in there. And it was kind of it was like a last minute thought. And we were in there and all we saw was everyday t-shirts that like we're talking low quality garments, low quality t-shirts for $40, $16 for a cocktail, little tiny ice cream cones overpriced. I mean, basically it's just another cash grab. So you walk out the door and they just reach in your pocket. If you want to bring something home from it, get your wallet out, pay again. There's nothing, like, it could have been at least kind of reasonable, but not even close. Or why wouldn't they give us a tea? Here's an idea. I don't know. You've gone, here's that. You know what? Go in and here's a $25 credit, or here's a $50 credit. In our case, we bought 6 tickets, right, at $60 a pop. So, we'll reschedule you in here. Here's a $100 credit. Go in and get yourself something from the gift store. Something. We've got nothing. Not even a call or an email. Nothing. So I wanted to share with you my Stranger Things experience. And that's what we got. Very nice. So now you know. You can make your decision whether you want to support these people or not, whether you want to go. If you do go, I hope it works out for you and you have a great time. We won't have any idea what it's like, except we have a hole in our bank account. That's pretty much it. So, take care.